in addition to that, we have to guard against seeing people as damaged goods. You know, we look at people and say, well, they're kind of this Mephibosheth mentality. They're damaged. They've got issues. They've got situations. You know what? The truth is we are all broken vessels. We are all broken. We all have issues. We all have situations. If people knew our past, they wouldn't like us too well, I would guess. If they knew all of our details, they'd say, you know what, I don't need a friend like you. So the truth is we are all broken vessels. We have all lived and are presently working through shattered lives. We are trying to pick up the pieces of whatever it is we are facing and do the best we can with what we have. I mean, and if any of us think that we somehow have it all together, it's simply because Jesus has put us back together. You know, when we see individuals as damaged goods, we automatically place them in one of two categories. They are either fixable or unfixable. You know, we place them in these categories when we come and we say, well, they're damaged, but they're fixable. Or they're damaged, or they're not fixable. It's kind of like we send them off to the island of misfit toys. They're not fixable. We don't want to see them. We don't deal with them. We don't want to, never to be heard of or seen again. They're off in the island of misfit toys. And so, but those that we think we can fix, we gravitate to. You know, we not only do we gravitate to them, but we're not shy about telling them how they can be fixed. You need to come to church and you can be fixed. You need to read your Bible more and you'll be fixed. You need to come to my small group, come to my class, and you'll be fixed. And we begin to tell them how they might be fixed in regards to their lives, all the things that kind of fit them into our mold so that they can be fixed. And while all these things are seemingly true, while we might have answers, they really need somebody to simply step back and stand by them and help them along the way, and by picking them up when they fall and sending them on their way to Jesus. Amen. It's kind of like a baby learning to walk. Our little granddaughter's been walking now just a couple months, and you know, I'm not so sure it's a great thing at this point in time, because now you got to chase her around the house. No, you can't touch that. No, put that away. No. She was at our house the other day. She took some Tupperware out of the base cabinet. And she was playing with it for a long time, slobbered it all up, and when she was done, she put it away. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? We need to go get that and put that in the dishwasher. But when a baby's learning how to walk and they fall down, you don't just spank them and say, why'd you fall down for? And you don't lecture them. You know, if you just get on the treadmill more often, you know, you learn how to walk a lot faster. You strengthen these legs, you know. What's the matter with you after, when they fall down, you either watch them get back to their feet, or you pick them up and place them on their feet and send them on their way. Why then, when new Christians, or when people who are trying to get their life right to God, when they fall down, somehow we just automatically begin to come down on them? You're not fixable. It's not that way. You know, we're to allow people to be themselves. Are they going to fall? Yes. But we're going to love them into a relationship that says, look, God is going to help you. God is going to watch over you. God is going to keep you. God is going to bless you. Amen. You know, we get to this place where we think that somehow we've got it together and everybody else doesn't. And get this thought that, somehow, it's almost an arrogance, where we think that we've got it together and everybody else doesn't. And we're going to go fix people. On the other hand, there are those we think to be unfixable, those that we think to be unfixable, we shun. We think, you're too far gone. You're too far from my comfort level. You're too confrontational. You're too much unlike me. We have nothing in common. The kind of things that we kind of make excuses for, to just say to people, I don't want to include you in my world. I don't want to go out of my comfort zone to somehow engage you enough to begin to introduce you to Christ. And so we begin to go down the list. You're too far gone. You're out of my comfort zone. You're too confrontational. You're too much unlike me. We have nothing in common. I don't even like you as a person. Listen, no kidding. These people are unsaved. We're not going to have a lot in common with them. We're not going to find common ground or comfort level necessarily. We're going to think that they're too far gone. They're unsaved. They're not going to be like us. Yet they need Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Do you know what the greatest miracle is that we need in winning people to Jesus? The greatest miracle we need in winning people to Jesus is the miracle God works in us.
Amen.
So that we can love people even though we have stereotyped them as unfixable. The truth is, we need our hearts fixed. How can we ever go out and fix a world when we need ourselves fixed?
Amen.
The truth is, Jesus can fix them if He can fix us. And He needs to fix us. And it comes down to this place where I'm not talking about repackaging people, not talking about taking them from wherever it is they are and making them look like us. I'm talking about God fixing people. Several years ago, maybe 20 or some years ago, we were traveling and we were coming back down from the north. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but we stopped in Greenville, South Carolina. Happened to be a Sunday. We were in Greenville, South Carolina, and we had gone to church, and then we had stopped over in the Western Sizzler or something to that effect. It was a steakhouse of some sort. When we were in the Western Sizzler, and we began to see family after family come in. Now, I don't know if you're aware of it, but Greenville, South Carolina is the home of Bob Jones University. Baptist college and raising up Baptist preachers. And when we were in the Western Sizzler, we could watch them come in, couple after couple. They all had the same haircut, wearing the same white shirt, wearing the same black tie. They came in like cookie cutter person after person after person. Gail and I looked at each other and said, yep, they're Bob Jones students. Their spouses came in pretty much dressed the same way. Nothing against Bob Jones University or what they promote. I'm just simply saying we have this tendency to want to take people and repackage them so they look like us. And Jesus is not about repackaging people.
Amen.
He's about fixing people. God has a way of taking broken people and fixing them. Not just dressing them up so they look nice, but fixing them.
Amen.
Not just wrapping them up into something that looks a little more appealing or presentable, but fixing them. He took a woman named Mary, from whom he had driven out 7 demons, and fixed her. I'm not so sure about Mary that if she had come knocking on our door to borrow a cup of flour, that we would have even helped her. It would have been one of those things where, here's the flour, be gone. If Mary worked the same place we worked, we would have looked down the schedule and said, oh no, I'm scheduled to work with Mary. Do you know that woman's demon possessed? We would have automatically stereotyped her as unfixable. And yet Jesus took Mary, a woman that He cast out 7 demons, and fixed her. He took a crooked, thieving, and disliked tax collector and fixed him.
Amen.
Jesus went into the home of a man who was a thief, who was crooked, who was the most disliked person of our society, of that society. A person that nobody even wanted to associate with. In fact, when Jesus went into his home, people said, do you know that He goes and dines with sinners? And Jesus took this man who was probably the most disliked in all of his community, and He fixed him.
Amen.
Jesus took a murderer, a violent murderer, one who particularly targeted Christians, one who said that he was the worst of sinners, and fixed him. He took a Roman soldier who helped nail him to a cross, stood there guarding him, and He fixed him. So that the Roman soldier said, certainly, this is the Son of God. He took a thief who had died with him on a cross alongside of him and fixed him.
Amen.
He took 10 socially outcasted lepers who would have certainly died in their sickness, and He fixed them. Jesus fixes people.
Amen.
He fixes people, regardless of where they've been and regardless of what is going on in their lives. And I want us to understand that nobody is so damaged that Jesus cannot fix them.